Good afternoon and welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz and I'm live from the Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 1. And this is a special tournament for us here. This is the Casablanca Spring Challenge. Big shout out to the ambassador, Grant Ganzi. And we got the teams lined up here ready to go. So I'm going to get to my spot. I'm going to let you introduce all the players and we'll get ready for our first chucker of play. Thanks for joining us here on CTV Sports. Our first team in the blue, and she is one of our ladies that's playing this week. I want to please put your hands together. Come on out here, Meredith. As Meredith Lovegrove will play the number 1 on the paint pony. Playing number 2, you guys know him, Tomacho Pieres. And it's a stacked team here for Aspen Valley as they got one of my favorite 4-goalers. You know who he is, Colo Gonzalez. And, of course, Mr. NR. Welcome back, Nic Roldan. Good luck, Nicky. This is a strong Aspen Valley team, but SebiLion, they've been strong all spring long with the Mandelbaum connection. Playing the number 1, put your hand together for Sebastian Mandelbaum. Good luck today in this tournament. And playing the number 2 will be his, I'm going to mix it up, his dad. Of course, Leo Mandelbaum. Leo, good luck. And they're stacked here with 2 good 7-goalers. Playing for the World Polo League, put your hand together for Frederick Mannix. And, of course, one of my favorites, Santi Toccalino. And in the saddle today will be Gaston Dorniak, our mount official. I'll work as our second man in the stands. And we have the replay working today if we need it. So if we need to go to our instant replay official, we have them in the amazing CTV Sports studios. But once again, welcome everybody to CTV Sports for the Casablanca Spring Challenge. This is one of our top tournaments. We always have it right in the middle of the spring. So we'd like to welcome everybody to the amazing Grand Champions Polo Club. Field 1 looking like a pool table. I want to congratulate Newport winning this morning in our first leg of the Casablanca Spring Challenge. They played against 3 Graces. Very good, strong game, 1 goal difference in the end. And I would think that this is going to be just as tight of a game. Tournament committee doing a great job lining these teams out for the Spring Challenge. Casablanca, we're going to talk a lot about them. We're going to get our first penalty of the day here, though. Open goal penalty 3. And Sebastian Mandelbaum is going to step up and take it down. It's a little bit off to the right side there. So remember, 1 goal difference here is 1 goal handicap in favor of the SebiLion team in the maroon jerseys. Aspen Valley, well, you saw me out in front, and I'm sporting all of the merch from the Aspen Valley Polo Club because that's where we play in the summer. I'm going to talk a lot about it. Let's get back to the action as here we go on the far side, working it down quickly. It's going to be controlled here by Roldan. He's going to lay one down inside. Both teams doing a fantastic job running the field here, back and forth, up and down the field early. As we only click down 1 minute played, both teams shooting that goal, but no goals for either team on the knock-in. They're going to go to the long ball once again. It's going to be Santi Toccalino taking it off the line, looking for Mandelbaum. Why not, Sebi? Sebastian pulling team, doing a good job. He'll override, and it'll be Colo and Nic Roldan. They'll both override. Leo looking for his son. A little bit short. Backed up cleanly by NR. Roldan's got Tomacho Pieres on the far side. Here comes Aspen Valley. We're opening this game up quickly here as both teams go into the gunning early as they look for Gonzalez. Matias. Now it's going to be Meredith. She takes a little run with it. Turned around and controlled. And look at this. It's going to be Frederick Mannix. Mannix having a sensational season this year, 2025, with the World Polo League into the spring. Doing a great job pulling off the big win last week. They come together right here, and we get our first whistle of the day. So that'll stop the clock with 3:51 on the clock. No goals scored, still 1-0 here. We're going to get a first courtesy change. Once again, I'd like to welcome all of our fans on the far side. And remember, the VIP is open. So if you'd like to come over, we'll be playing music between chuckers. Okay, so they just switched it up, and it looked like we're going to have Haley. So we got Haley Schaufeld and Haley, welcome back, darling. Good luck. As we have Haley and Meredith. I do apologize about that, Haley, being a good friend of mine. They weren't sure if Haley and Meredith were going to split chuckers today, but they are going to split chuckers. So well done, Haley. She's going to play the number 1 today, and I do apologize about that, as Haley being one of the first students I actually got to work with, Haley Schaufeld. But you know what? We have a lot of ladies playing here in the spring, and I want to give love to all the ladies because we have Haley Schaufeld, Rebecca Cohen, and Meredith Lovegrove. And I talk a lot about them because they are the crossover. They jump, do dressage. They are great equestrian. They ride very, very well at a high level. And you'll see why when they get going. But here we go. Shot on goal. And right in front, it looks like Tomacho Pieres is going to get the equalizer early now. And with 3:30 on the clock, that'll make it 1-1. We'll see Meredith a little bit later. They're going to mix it up a little bit. We do that. You can have unlimited substitutions in the game of polo. So Haley will go ahead and start on the paint pony, and we'll probably see Meredith a little bit later. So we'll make sure we recognize that when it happens. Here we go. Back to the bowl. And remember, if you're new to the game of polo, we do switch directions after every goal scored. That is the procedure used in the game of polo. Do not get mixed up. Here we go. As Aspen Valley working hard as Colo Gonzalez overrides. And I like the energy of this game early. Roldan's going to get in there, turn this one, and here comes Nic. Nic trying to get it moving. Leo overrides. Picked up and controlled by Gonzalez. Nice back shot here by Matias, looking for Nic. Roldan out of the air. Nicky on the move. Well done, Nic. He's got Haley out in front. Once, twice. Roldan with 3 maroon jerseys around him. Everybody looking to get here, but Tomacho Pieres jumps in quickly. Tomacho with the near side neck shot. This ball might go. Haley right in front of goal looking for the finish. Schaufeld. And Haley Schaufeld's going to get one here. So well done, Haley, on the near side neck shot from Tomacho Pieres. So Tomacho Pieres will score the first goal. Haley Schaufeld's going to pick up the second goal. And here we go, Aspen Valley. And I love SebiLion, don't get me wrong, but I was sporting the merch from Aspen Valley. I am psyched up about the summer. So we'll see what happens today, though. 2 good teams. Here we go. Is it going to be picked up here by Roldan? Nic's going to hammer one down. Doesn't get one down there. It looks like, no, it's going to be picked up by Matias. I apologize. Gonzalez finds one, and that's going to stop the clock. We'll make sure everybody's okay here. Is Matias going to hit a big ball there? We'll make sure that Haley's okay. Now remember, this ball does travel very, very fast, everybody. And we talk a lot about that in our Polo 101. It does travel a good 120 to 150, especially someone like Matias, Colo Gonzalez, hitting the ball. Looked like Haley was a good 100 yards down the field there, so we'll make sure she's okay. 127 on the clock as we check on the safety here. As we always talk about that baseball, and a lot of people, of course, being the American game, baseball, even though, of course, now it is a universal sport. You have so many different countries playing. They talk about that 90 mile an hour, 100 mile an hour pitches these days. But the difference is you're not riding a 4-legged athlete 20 to 36 miles an hour. So when you're moving around there, sometimes that ball can come off your own teammate. and we'll make sure that Haley's okay. So we're going to take a time out here. As I said, we have ladies that are playing, and I want to thank, we had Rebecca played this morning with the Three Graces team, Haley Schaufeld and Meredith Lovegrove, all equestrians in either dressage or jumping and competing in medium goal tournaments. The trio, well, they got their start at the Polo School. So if you're interested in playing at the Polo School, you can go to gcpolo.com or aspenvalleypoloclub.com. You'll see Kale Newman, our polo manager, or Juan Bellini's number. Go ahead and give them a call. They'll set you up. Ask them about Polo on Demand. I can't talk enough about it. The Polo on Demand program. And I got to tell you, I think we had possibly our final Sunset Chuckers and Cocktails. I got to look over here at my manager. Yeah, so we had an epic crowd. Kale? Capacity crowd for our final Sunset Chuckers and Cocktails. I mean, what a way to end the season. Put that on your schedule for next year. Tuesday afternoon, we had a capacity crowd here at the beautiful Grand Champions Polo Club for Sunset Chuckers and Cocktails. And did we get a switch here? I think Meredith might have jumped on. We'll take a check on this. I want to make sure, but I think Meredith jumped on. I'm going to check with our sideline official here. And let's Haley stay there. Did we get Meredith on there? We'll take a look at this. I didn't say it here, as we did have a break in the action there, so we'll make sure we'll check that out. Here we go with 1:10 on the clock. Let's get it going. Back and forth. Here they go. Picked up here, Roldan. He's got room out in front, and I do believe that we did have a switch there. Looks like Meredith jumped on, and we're going to make sure Haley's okay. Turned around, it's going to be Santi Toccalino. Toccalino, are you kidding me? Look at this shot by Santi Toccalino. Off to the right side, and the clock goes tick, tick, tick as we get down to 45 seconds. You might get one more knock in here by Roldan. Nic's got time, and he's going to say play, and here we go. Gaston Dorniak gives him the right to play. Nic looking for some people. He's got Colo going right. He's got Tomacho to the left. He's got Meredith down the center. Loose ball play. Picked up here, turn around by Fred Mannix. Freddie, trouble in paradise. Mannix with 20 seconds on the clock. Mannix shot on goal. Good play here as they take it out. So we did have a switch there. On the move, backed up by Mannix. Do they have time? Leo Mandelbaum cleaned up there by Roldan. Taken out of the air by Gonzalez. Moved along by Tomacho. And that'll end our first chucker of play. So put your hands together on the far side or here in the stadium as we'll get everybody on some fresh ponies. We're going to make sure that Haley's okay as she got hit by that ball. We do have Meredith Lovegrove on the field, though, so we'll make sure on that. I'll check with my sideline correspondents, and we'll be right back for our second chucker of the Casablanca Spring Challenge. Thanks for joining us here on CTV Sports. Perfect. Welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz. We are live from the Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 1 for the Casablanca Spring Challenge. Good first chuck here. We had 1 goal given on handicap to SebiLion. If you just joined us, welcome. Sebastian Mandelbaum playing the number 1. Leo Mandelbaum playing the 2. Fred Mannix playing the number 3. And Santi Toccalino wearing the number 4. Fred and Santi both on 4 goals. Sebastian on A-rated and Leo on 2 goals. Colo Gonzalez quick early in the second chucker, making it 3-1 actually. Sorry, as Haley Schaufeld scored 1 early, and Tomacho Pieres. So everybody mixing it up well here. Look at Nic Roldan. Are you kidding me? Nic Roldan shooting 1 from a good 120. It goes off to the left side, though. We'll have a knock-in, and it's going to be picked up here quickly by Toccalino. So a quick lead here by the Aspen Valley team. Aspen Valley, Haley Schaufeld and Meredith Lovegrove. They're going to be switching on and off. Right now we have Meredith on the field, as Haley played the first chucker, and she's going to take a break for a moment. And then we have Tomacho Pieres, Matias, Colo Gonzalez, and Nic Roldan representing the amazing Aspen Valley Polo Club. And remember, for the summer, AspenValleyPoloClub.com, July, August, into September, as we prepare for an amazing summer season. Let's get back to the action here on field number 1, Grand Champions Polo Club. Picked up cleanly. It's going to be, oh, man, Nic Roldan is just crushing the ball here, looking for Meredith Lovegrove. Meredith on the pickup. Nice pickup, Meredith, inside the 60. Meredith Lovegrove looking for the finish. Lovegrove and Meredith is going to finish, and that's what you want to do. Okay, Golasso, Aspen Valley Polo Club, Nic Roldan launching 120. Meredith on the end of the path, and a super finish by Lovegrove as Aspen Valley keeps the energy going here. SebiLion looking to answer the call. What a start by the blue jerseys. Back to the center once again on Gaston Dorniak. Lovegrove in the front doing her job. Pits the ball out of the air. Fred Mannix. Little give and go now to Leo. Cleaned up nicely by Roldan. Looking for Tomacho Pieres. Tomacho out in front of Freddie. Mannix coming in hot. Nice ride off here by Mannix. Look at Tomacho Pieres to the center. Looking for Colo. Cleaned up by Santi Toccalino. Toccalino on the turn. Remember, Santi Toccalino and Fred Mannix, both of our star players from the World Polo League. You have Tomacho Pieres, Nic Roldan, and Matias Colo Gonzalez, who also played in the World Polo League. So we have a lot of top players out there on the move. Picked up here nicely on the shot on goal. And look at this. They're going to pick up another one as Nic Roldan takes it all by himself and gets the finish there. And what a start here by the Aspen Valley Polo Club team. They're on fire early as we go to our courtesy change. No goal, just wide. Okay, so we're going to go to a knock-in. No goal on that play. We go to the courtesy change. Now, remember, we are playing 2 semifinals today. We had an earlier game today. 3 Graces with Rebecca Cohen, Sugar Erskine, Mariano Garcita, and Alejandro Estrada. They faced off. We got Gene Goldstein, Jason Crowder, Tommy Collingwood, and Martin Haregi. A very close game all the way down to the end. There was a 1 goal difference in the game. And so Newport will be headed towards the finals. 3 Graces will be in our consolation final. Now, last year, Casablanca Spring Challenge, Newport, Gene Goldstein is going for a repeat this year. He won it with Pablo Spinacci, 6 goals. Fred Mannix, 7 goals. Tommy Collingwood on 5. They clinched a round-robin tournament win with 11-8 victory over SebiLion. So they are going at it again. Sebastian Mandelbaum, Sugar Erskine, Leo Mandelbaum, and Alejandro Estrada. Goldstein was the MVP. So Gino will be looking to go for back-to-back wins and MVP style. So good luck to the Newport team. They look very strong today. Bree Grace is doing a great job as they played on field number 3. And you can always go back to our YouTube channel and check those games out. Here we go. On the knocking. No goal on the play. I do apologize. Looked like Nick had finished that one. But no goal. So that'll keep the score at 4-1. And remember, the one goal that SebiLion has gotten was on a handicap. So they've yet to score, but here comes Sebastian Mandelbaum. Sebi, good pick up here into the coffin corner. Sebastian looking for the deep neck shot. He'll override, turned up cleanly and controlled by Gonzalez. Colo overrides. This could be trouble. Freddie Mannix. Freddie in range here. Mannix, I know he was looking for that one. Oh, and then the Remington is Fred Mannix shooting that goal just off to the left side. I like the thought process, though. Nice shot on goal there by Mannix, but that ball's going to go just wide, and with just under 2 minutes left here in the second chukker, we'll get Aspen Valley on the knock-in. Nick, not wasting any time, is going to use Meredith. He's got her. Lovegrove. Meredith on the move. Meredith, nice try. She keeps it moving over center. Meredith Lovegrove, well done as she carries it a good 100 yards. Turned around and controlled by Toccalino. Santi. Toccalino looking for a Mandelbaum. He's got 2 out in front. Sebastian's got the horsepower. Overrides, cleaned up well by Tomacho. And well read by Mannix. Freddie on the give and go. Looking for Toccalino. Santi. Got to get one here. He overrides. Cleaned up nicely by Matias Gonzalez. We got a horse race. Yeah, everybody rocking and rolling as Nic Roldan will win that battle. Freddie and Nick. Nick uses the boards perfectly. Roldan just out in front of Mannix. Good D by Freddie. Cleaned up here by Matias. Colo. Under a minute left here. Gonzalez looking for Lovegrove. Meredith and Tomacho. Push wide here. Backed up cleanly by Mandelbaum. Now, it will be SebiLion on the move with about 30 seconds left. They got time. They need one here. Down by 3 goals. SebiLion on the move. Looking for Sebastian Mandelbaum. Sebi goes for the pickup. Turn around by Roldan. He'll override, though. And Toccalino is going to get one right at the end of the chukker. So well done, Santi Toccalino. And that'll end our second chukker of play. So 4-2 after 2. We'll take a little break, and we'll be right back for our third chukker of play. This is the Casablanca Spring Challenge. Welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz. Third chucker action. Great goal here by Santi Toccalino at the end of the chucker with about 6 seconds on the clock. First goal scored by the SebiLion team. SebiLion, they've been winners all summer. Remember, this is the spring. And remember, this is our 18th year for the spring season. Time flies when you're having fun. Unbelievable. The matches are every Friday and Sunday. Admission is free to the public. And, of course, you are welcome to bring your fur babies, your dogs, on leashes, if you please, just for safety of the four-legged athletes and, of course, the two-legged athletes. Here we go, third chucker action. Aspen Valley in the blue, SebiLion in the maroon as Colo Gonzalez goes for it, but overrides, and here comes Mannix, Fred Mannix on the move. Mannix going to slow it up here, go to the control play. Mannix, he's going to work it off to the far side as Freddie gets a little help now. Everybody going forward as Mannix works at a good 100 yards. He's got Mandelbaum out in front, Freddie. But well done, Fred Mannix. Not needing any help there as Mannix with the layup shot for Mandelbaum. And I always say it, the best goals are the layup shots. Mannix just laying it up there for the tap-in. Drive for show, putt for dough, but Mannix is going to drive one in and get goal number 3 here for SebiLion. We got a match. 5:20 on the clock as they go back to the bowl-in. And SebiLion looking to get another goal as Mannix works it forward. They have mounted up here for this chucker. It's going to be picked up here by Toccalino, Santi, and just wide as Toccalino taking a shot from about 80 yards out, looking for the equalizer. On the turn, it's going to be Roldan. Nic looking on the far side for Tomacho. Tomacho with 3 maroon jerseys around him, and it's going to work. And look at this. Mannix is going to get out in front. Freddie once, Freddie twice. Freddie 3 times by lady, and Mannix is going to pick up 2 goals in a row. But more importantly, with 4:20 on the clock, hello, Aspen, Colorado, he's going to get the equalizer. Great job here by Fred Mannix in this third chucker of play as they come back to the center once again. Goal scoring by Mannix. I knew sooner or later they would get it going here as this team is very, very strong. They started out slow against Aspen Valley, but they have turned it on and doing a fantastic job. And this is a great horse here. Alberta Samuel is the horse that Fred Mannix is on. This is a homebred for Fred Mannix. This is his breed, the Alberta breed, and he has done a fantastic job scoring goals on her. So good job as they get it going. The horse is so important in the game of polo, showing that they can turn the corner very quick. As look at this shot from Toccalino as he hammers one down the side looking for Sebastian Mandelbaum. Sebi comes together. Good pickup and cleanup. And we're going to get a courtesy change. 3:29 on the clock. When we return from this courtesy change, we will have a fair play possession as the blue team had control there. So Aspen Valley on the courtesy change. Now remember, when a team does have possession during a whistle for the courtesy change, which you can understand why with 3:29 on the clock, about halfway through the chucker, both teams running and gunning, no fouls on the play. And must I remind you that the Kentucky Derby, which was just a week ago, is under 3 minutes. It takes under 3 minutes to run the Kentucky Derby. So all these beautiful four-legged athletes were running for over 3 minutes there in the first part of that third chucker. And Mannix scored 2 goals to get the equalizer. So this is going to be a great opportunity for the SebiLion team picking up 2 goals, getting an opportunity to get back on some fresh legs, as we say in the game of polo. Everybody warming their ponies up, but the possession will go back to the Aspen Valley team. So, Aspen Valley Polo Club, they will have possession here. I think Roldan will probably do the honors, but they have come to a stalemate, 4-4 here in the third. 3:29 on the clock. Nic. Mannix says, I'm going to face up. Nice shot here by Roldan. Again, looking for Lovegrove. Meredith on the far side. Good rotation there by Sebastian. Turn around and control by Toccalino. Little outlet pass for Mannix. Looking to go downfield here, looking for Leo or Sebastian. Well hit. Nice pickup here by Leo as he carries this one down the field. And look at this. SebiLion has come alive here in the third chukker. Shot on goal as everybody gets running down there. Nic's going to escort that one off the field. And with 2:44 on the clock, Aspen Valley will go to the knock-in. Aspen Valley looking to get an offensive attack here. They were perfect in the first 2 chukkers. SebiLion stepping up the defense here in the second. Meredith Lovegrove on the move. Meredith, nice pickup. Good speed, good pace. Lovegrove, 2 in a row with Colo in the rumble seat. Gonzalez shot on goal. And Colo Gonzalez is going to get one from way out. Perfect play there is Meredith getting the pass from Nic. Carries it down the field 2 times. That's all she needed. Leaves it for Gonzalez. And Colo, with the lob wedge, will lay it in from about 65 yards. And with just under 2 minutes left, Aspen Valley Polo Club will take the 1-goal lead before they go into halftime. The Bowlin. It has been all SebiLion here in the third, and they're going to win another. Here comes Toccalino. Santi trying to get it through there. Back shot coming. Colo doesn't get what he wants. Mannix with the thievery play. Well done, Fred Mannix. Not just the thievery play, but finishes with the goal. And with 1:20 on the clock, we're tied up again. We got a polo match. Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 1, Casablanca Spring Challenge. What a game going back and forth here in the third chukker. We click down to a minute. Which team will take the lead going into halftime? Tomacho leans way out. Everybody, Santi. He's got Mandelbaums going forward here. Toccalino looking to get loose, but it's going to be turned around by Gonzalez. Colo. He's got Nic Roldan going forward here. Colo, there's the pass. Fred Mannix going back on defense. Good read by Mannix as he gets pressed by Roldan. Back shot coming. Going to be Fred. Good read by Nic on the turn and burn. Man, oh, yeah, Nicky. Inside the 60. There's your 30-second warning horn. Look for the next shot on goal. That ball's going to, head that way, but Mannix will escort it off the field. And we're going to go ahead and leave this first half 5-5. Put your hands together, everybody, on the far side as we're going to send them off to halftime. What a first half here by both teams. 5-5. We'll let them get organized for our second half. We're going to play some music here for the fans here at the field, and we'll be right back for our second half here on CTV Sports 2025 Casablanca Spring Challenge. Welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz. Halftime. Boy, they are ready to rock and roll here. They got into the half, and they came out ready to go. 5-5, and I can understand why. The adrenaline is pumping here in the Casablanca Spring Challenge. If you're just joining us for the second half, welcome. Welcome, everybody, to the Grand Champions Polo Club Field number 1. SebiLion in the maroon jerseys today with Sebastian Mandelbaum playing number 1 on an A-rated. Leo Mandelbaum playing number 2 on 2 goals. Fred Mannix playing number 3 on 7 goals. Santi Toccalino playing the number 4 on 7 goals. On the Aspen Valley Polo Club team in the beautiful powder blue jerseys. I love this Aspen color. I'm sporting it myself today. We have Haley Schaufeld, who's playing also. She played earlier today. She's taking a break. It looked like she might have, if we got a routine here. It looked like, no, we're going to keep Meredith on the field. So Meredith, Lovegrove, and Haley, they were splitting, but Meredith is on the field again. And then we have Tomacho Pieres and Matias Colo Gonzalez playing 3 and Nic Roldan playing the 4. But Freddie Mannix is going to carry another goal and start the second half off with a very positive possession for the SebiLion team as Mannix picks up his 3rd goal of the day. 3 goals and 2 chuckers by Mannix as they come back to the bowling on the far side. So SebiLion's going to take their first lead of the day, as it was 2-1 after the first, Aspen Valley, 4-2 after the second, Aspen Valley, 5-5 at halftime. Here we go. Tomacho Pieres to the inside. Tomacho Pieres looking for Nic Roldan, and that ball's going to roll just to the left. And you can see Fred Mannix back on defense, shadowing Nic Roldan as close as he can, not letting Roldan get loose. That's a good idea. Good job by Mannix on the offense and the defense. Here we go. Santi Toccalino on the knock-in. Toccalino, outlet pass, going to get well read here by Colo. Matias on the turn, looking for, this is a good play here as he's got Nick going forward. Roldan, shot on goal. Are you kidding me? On fire to the far side. But that ball's going to go just wide to the right, and SebiLion will line up for another knock-in. But look at this, Aspen Valley turning up the heat here, keeping the pressure on, not letting SebiLion get back in that offensive groove that they were in the 3rd chukker. But watch out, Mannix on the far side. Freddie. Oh, boy, we're going to see these guys dance all day long. I got a feeling the second half is going to be the dance between Mannix and Roldan, and here they go. Good turn by Nick. Fred shadowing him once again. Look at this bomb by Roldan. He's got Colo Gonzalez out in front. 1-2 on the save. That ball's right in front for Meredith. And turned out. And we get a whistle on the play. So, we will check with our mounted official on this. We got a foul out there or what they got going on? Courtesy change. So, no foul on the play. It looked like Meredith Lovegrove was on the move there. Sebastian Mandelbaum comes in from behind. No foul on the play. We're going to go ahead and go to a courtesy change. 3:05 on the clock. 6-5. We got a polo match for you right here. Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 1. Beautiful afternoon sun going down. What a spectacular day here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. We had great polo this morning. The weather, well, what can you say? We're blessed here in Southern Florida. It has been unbelievable. Nice breeze blowing from the southeast today, which means it's coming from the Bahamas. You know what they say about the Bahamas? It's better in the Bahamas. That's what they say anyways. I don't know. I like the Bahamas. A lot of people do. And looks like we're going to get everybody back on top. And we'll get them ready to go here with 3:05 on the clock. Now, remember, we have remaining tournaments going on here. As I remember, okay, so I guess the ball was out there. And so we're going to have a knock-in to start off here. But the remaining tournaments that we do have, remember, on May 16th to 18th of the Eastern Challenge. And then we have the Memorial. That's all based on weather, everybody. So make sure you check your weather. Always on any of our tournaments going on. Here we go. We got the knock-in coming. It's going to be Santi Toccalino. And they have had a great offensive attack as Leo Mandelbaum is going to get a piece of this. Nic Roldan's got to go back. Mandelbaum with the control play. Number 2 in the maroon. Looking for Sebastian, his son. Sebi, they leave it for Mannix. Freddie, been the goal scorer now. Freddie looking to wind his way, ducking and diving, bobbing and weaving between everybody. Now it's going to be Leo. Good defense here as everybody gets involved. Aspen Valley holding on tight. Tomacho Pieres on the far side. 2:25 on the clock. Open these ponies up. Let them run, boys. Here comes Tomacho Pieres. He is opening this pony up. Santa Rita breeding operation on the move. Override. Bad luck for Tomacho. Everybody trying to turn here. Controlled by Mandelbaum. Great pace here. 16 goals against 17 goals in the Casablanca Spring Challenge. Backed up cleanly by Roldan as he looks for Meredith. Mannix. Freddie right in front. Tomacho. Good. Oh, what a play by Tomacho Pieres. Clean play, though, as Santi comes in. They all come together, and a whistle on the play as Tomacho Pieres flips it to the inside. One player's cleaning out there, and Santi Toccalino meets him. They're going to call the foul in favor of the Aspen Valley Polo Club team. So the blue jerseys are going to get an opportunity to get the equalizer here with 1:42 on the clock as they drop that ball to the 60-yard mark. It's going to be our first penalty for the day. All players 30 yards from the ball. And Roldan will do the honors here for Aspen Valley Polo Club. Oh, my Lord. Nic Roldan is going to hit this ball into field 5, but just wide to the left. So has the distance. Nice shot there by Roldan, but off to the left side, and it'll be SebiLion to take over once again as it looks like it'll be Toccalino. Toccalino sending everybody forward, and he's got Sebastian Mandelbaum on the move. Sebi, nice pickup here by Sebastian. Going to click under a minute. Sebastian, opportunity to go to goal here. Now his dad, Leo, picked up by Colo. Loose ball play for Freddie. Mannix with a shot on goal. Doesn't get the shot he's looking for. That ball might stay on the field. Yes, it does. And here comes Nic Roldan with under a minute left here into Fort Chucker. Still 1 goal difference. It's going to be Nick to carry this one. He's got Fred again shadowing him. Miss hit by Roldan as they come together. Whoa, what a nice ride off there by Mannix. Everybody dueling here. It's going to be Roldan to get away from Fred. Fred with the hook. They leave it for Colo. Mannix out of the air by Gonzalez. 30 seconds left here as Colo Gonzalez works it down. Backed up cleanly by Toccalino. Stolen away by Roldan. Are you kidding me? 15 seconds on the clock. Here comes Nick. Turning the corner. Roldan with control. NR leaves it inside the 30. 6 seconds on the clock, and that ball might have rolled out of bounds, and that'll end our Fort Chucker a play. So 6-5 after 4. We'll get them on some fresh ponies once again. What a game we got going here. Get ready. Fifth Chucker coming. We'll be right back here on CTV Sports. So welcome back, everybody. Wow, what a game we got going here. 6-5. I mean, it was all Aspen Valley early until the third chucker. Then SebiLion said, okay, wake up. Here we go. And they outscored them 3-1. Then they get one unanswered goal in the fourth. We have Haley Schaufeld back on the field, so good to see Haley back out there. Meredith did a fantastic job. A couple of our ladies playing here in the Casablanca Spring Challenge. Strap on your seatbelts because here we go. Fifth chucker action. 1 goal difference, and the pace has been phenomenal here on field 1 at the Grand Champions Polo Club. On the far side, Haley says, hell, let's go with it early. Tries to get over there on a little paint pony. Uh-oh. Here comes Aspen Valley. 3-on-1 as Roldan's going to open up the chestnut pony. Nic Roldan in the red zone. Roldan takes out the goalpost, and Haley will get the finish. Well done, Nic Roldan. I'm not sure who got the finish. We'll have to check on that. But, oh, just wide. Oh, man. What a try by Nic Roldan. Roldan just opening up the chestnut pony. Fred Mannix says, I'm going to go over and give him a kiss because he does not want him to get loose on this horse. They have been battling it out today, Roldan and Mannix. It's been fun to watch them dance. Don't get me wrong, two of the top players in the world. Here we go. Mannix from Canada. Roldan, of course, one of the highest rated American players. Nick looking for Tomacho Pieres. Tomacho cleaned up by Toccalino, and here comes SebiLion. Toccalino on the move on the black pony. Freddie Mannix going to pick up the pass from Santi. Here comes SebiLion. 14 goals on the move. Mannix and Toccalino. It's going to be Nick to do the defense. Well done. He's going to leave him. Well done by Colo. They leave it now for Mandelbaum. Shot on goal, and look at this. Mandelbaum's going to get one. Nice play there by Leo Mandelbaum to slow it down, take a breath, and get the finish, and more importantly, get a 2-goal lead here in the fifth chucker. It looked like Aspen Valley had things organized, and now they're going to mix it up. 2 for Santi Toccalino, 3 for Fred Mannix, 1 for Leo Mandelbaum. On the other side, we have 1 for Haley Schaufeld, 1 for Meredith, 1 for Tomacho, 2 for Matias. Back and forth. On the knock-in, it's going to be Nick. He said, let's go with it. Roldan, keeping the chestnut pony moving. Mannix says, I got you. Puts him in his pocket. Roldan with the neck shot. He'll leave it now for Colo. Matias Gonzalez has the time. Deep neck shot. Colo's going to snap one, but that ball's going to go, I think a ball went higher than it did distance-wise, but off to the right side, and with 3:22, we're going to get a courtesy change here, and that's going to give the SebiLion team an opportunity to have control of the ball and be on fresh legs when they return. So that's exactly where you want to be right now, up by 2 goals, 7-5. And so we will see. They have an opportunity here, SebiLion, to put a lot of pressure on this Aspen Valley Club team because of the possession play here. They've been very strong on their knock-ins. We talk a lot about the positive possession and making a clean run from one end of the field, at least past center, which is 150 yards. If you get all the way down at 300 yards, those possessions are big in the game of polo. You're always going to get more knock-ins and penalty 5s from the spot or the center than you will open goals or penalty 4s. If you don't have positive possessions on those plays, you lose the polo game. It's very simple, actually. So you need to have positive possessions. This will be a set play. Toccalino's been taking the knock-ins. Mannix and the 2 Mandelbaums have been mixing it up very well. Everybody back from the courtesy change, and away we go. 3:20 on the clock. Santi And he is a big hitter. And look at this. He's got Mannix on the end of it. Nic's going to press. Backed up cleanly by Matias. Cleaned up here, controlled. Oh, Tomacho. Tomacho Pieres. Well done, Tomacho. Pieres, nice drag to the inside. Tomacho with the cleanup play. Once, twice, behind Toccalino. Tomacho Pieres once, in front of goal. Que golazo, Tomacho Pieres, and a must-needed goal. Well done, Aspen Valley. Nic stops Freddie. Colo goes to the tail shot. Tomacho wins the play, keeps it in behind Toccalino to pick up one to make it 7-6 as we click down to 2:30 on the clock. Now the nail biter. This is a huge bowling for both teams here with 2 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock. Possession is big right now. On the bowling, everybody gathers. You can throw a blanket over 7 horses. Picked up cleanly, and they got Haley Schaufeld on the move here. If they turn around, Haley's out in front if they can get one to her. Looking for Colo. It's going to be picked up by Nic, sent down, controlled by Mannix. Freddie. Oh, yeah, I like here. Mannix and Tomacho Pieres going at it, and a whistle on the play. That is what it's all about right there. Two strong players, and as they use the term in polo, getting a little Western there for all you rodeo fans. You like it. We like when they get like that. Well done, though. Clean plays by both teams, but one player getting a little bit off there. Uneven ride-off is the call. Remember the ride-off in the game of polo, you are allowed to ride a player off less than 45 degrees. You got to be same relative speed. Makes sense, right? It's all about safety when you come into a ride-off. So if you do get a little bit off, it can make a horse get unbalanced, and that's why we have those rules in place. Good call here by the mound official. They'll drop this ball to the 60-yard line. Roldan with his second attempt of the day for a penalty 4. Here's Nic. Oh, Nicky. One wide, one in, and that's the one you needed, Nic Roldan. Well done, as Roldan will get the equalizer here. As we click down under 2 minutes with 1:30 on the clock. We got a match going right here. This 6-chucker is going to be fun. Casablanca Spring Challenge. Again, a very important bowl-in for both teams here. Roldan gets the equalizer on the penalty 4. It's going to be SebiLion. Leo, backed up cleanly, though, by Aspen. And a whistle on the play. So, on the bowling there, we get a penalty play. Everybody riding towards the south goal. So, looks like this is going to go against the Aspen Valley Polo Club team. So, shoes on the other foot, as we say. And they'll take this one down to the 60-yard mark in favor of the SebiLion team. So they're going to get an opportunity now to go ahead and take the lead with 1:13 on the clock. Let's do the math. It's going to take you about 20, 25, 28 seconds to get back to the center. We're going to get one more bowl in here before this chucker ends. But let's see if Santi Toccalino can break the tie. Toccalino he made a goal from center field last year. So here comes Toccalino, Santi from the 60. Santi Toccalino, and there you go, ice in his veins. Once again, stellar shooting from Toccalino and Roldan. I love seeing it. You got to make your penalties to win a tournament. These two guys know it. Great shooting by both of these top players as we go back to the center, but that's going to be SebiLion. We'll take that 1-goal lead, and this is going to be another bowl-in. Possession, again, is huge right now with 45 seconds on the clock. Gaston Dorniak gives them the ball back. Inside, outside. Again, Mannix. Freddie leaves it behind. Leo pushes it. Backed up cleanly by Colo. Met in there. Mannix steals it away. Fred with the back shot. looking for Sebastian. Goes near side, cleaned up nicely by Aspen Valley, and it'll be Tomacho Pieres. Oh, met by Fred Mannix. He might have time here. Goes straight up in the air. Nic Roldan, actually, I don't know how Colo did that. He took it out of the air. Gonzalez with 2 seconds on the clock. And that'll end it. And we're going to have a bowling right here in front of us for the sixth chucker. Should be perfect timing. What a play here. 8-7. Anybody's match. You don't want to miss this sixth and final chucker. We're going to see the best horses from both teams come out now. I'm sure of it. So get ready. We're going to take a little break. We'll be back for our sixth chucker play. Who's going to make it to the finals of the Casablanca Spring Challenge? We'll find out in 2. Stay with us. We'll be back. CTV Sports. All right, everybody, here we go. Right here in front of us. And Nick and Fred said they were enjoying the dance. So whatever that means, you can take it or use it. But they've been playing very, very hard. 2 very strong players. Anybody's game here, anybody's match. Good luck to SebiLion. Good luck to Aspen Valley. And Haley's going to be coming out. She'll line it up. 1 goal difference here in our sixth and final chucker. Get behind your team. Let them know if you love them. They love to hear you scream and yell, so if you get behind them, let's go. It's going to be Leo looking for his son, Sebastian. And I don't think Nick's going to give him much room there. Well done as everybody matching up closely. Down in front, though, Mannix, Freddie. And, oh, no, by that posture, I think Fred went just wide. So Aspen Valley's going to dodge a huge bullet right here, as Fred Mannix had the slam dunk to put him up by 2. But we have a lot of pole to play, mucho tiempo here in the sixth chucker, as it's going to be Nic Roldan. Roldan looking for Tomacho Pieres. Tomacho's got to go to the control play here. Tomacho scoring in the 5th for Aspen Valley. And they come together here, and we get a whistle on the play. So that'll stop the clock. Tomacho looks like he's okay, getting a little bridle in the back there. Horse has got big teeth, believe it or not. Picked up here by Roldan, Nick. Uh-oh. Roldan's going to launch one again. And look at the ride-off here by Tomacho Pieres on the left side. But now Santi can make that play. That's a clean play by Toccalino on the turn. You're allowed to steal that ball from another player. He cannot meet those two, but he can run by on the opposite side. So well done, Toccalino. But this is a good play here by Nic Roldan as he's going to do the Snoop Doggy Dog on Mannix. Take it underneath this horse. Fred's got to give him one play. That's why Fred couldn't make another play. And Nick's going to get the equalizer with just under 5 minutes left. 4:50 on the clock. 8-8. What a polo match. Back and forth, both teams, as we come back to the center. It's been going back and forth here on the Bolins. It was all SebiLion for a while, and it's going to be Fred Mannix once again. Mannix going for the long ball. Nobody home with the maroon jersey, and it's going to be picked up in control by Roldan. Nick on the turn. He's got Gonzalez in the rumble seat there. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout. So we will see exactly what's going on. I think you're going to get a fair play. Okay, you are going to get a fair play. Broken ball. So fair play on the broken ball. Remember, if the ball does break, you are allowed to play the larger piece, believe it or not. You can carry it down the field if you like. Otherwise, you got to go and let them play. So we're going to go to the fair play bowling here for Aspen Valley. And Fred Mannix on the give and go. Good return, good read, and turn by Colo Gonzalez looking for Nick. They've switched this up a little bit. Matias is feeding the ball to Nic Roldan now. As Nick goes forward, Roldan gets around past Mannix, goes for the shot on goal, but doesn't get the shot that he needs, and Santi Toccalino will control. Now, with 3:29 on the clock, we're going to get our final courtesy change of the day. So that'll take them off, and we'll get ready as we're going to have a fair play possession in favor of the SebiLion team. So they're going to get the possession, and right now, pretty even Steven game. Both teams have figured each other out, I think, working very well together. Remember the Aspen Valley Polo Club, of course, as we go into the summer, everybody, if you're looking to play polo in the summer. What a spring season we've had. But, you know, with Cypress Mountain calling, the hills are alive with the sound of music, believe it or not. I want to thank everyone who did the Pride event this year. What an event we had in the spring. That was a true success. All of our events. White Party this year. Nic Roldan and Grant Gansey doing a fantastic job with Natasha. The events have been so good. Remember to put beach polo on your calendar in November and snow polo. So you can get those events organized. But here we go. As Santi Toccalino is going to do a little turn here, warm his pony up. Remember, the spring season's all about playing with amateur and pro players. That's what it's all about, honing in on your polo skills. And like I said, I want to kiss goodbye, but Sunset Chuckers and Cocktails, our final one we had last week. And man, what a way to end it. We had so many great players and fans come out. So we want to thank everybody. And what a job they've done. Maureen, everybody doing just an amazing job as they handle all the hors d'oeuvres, cocktails, and music. I want to thank Webb for DJing, as he did a great job. Alex Webb coming out of the UK. And, of course, King Chris, can't do without you, my brother. Always keeping the VIP ready to go, keeping everybody safe, and all of our medics and all of our staff here at CTV Sports. Here we go, 3:28 on the clock. Hold on tight. We will find out who's going to the finals against Newport as Toccalino looking for Mannix. Well read here by Nick. Nic and Frederick doing the dance again as they come together. They have been inseparable today. Loose ball play, and it's going to be Freddie as Tomacho, though, covers well, though, for Nic. Fred inside the 40, ducking and diving. Leo, Frederick, everybody down in the corner there. It gets picked up and controlled, and you got me. We will figure out what went on there. It looked like Mannix was on his way to goal. And then Leo got in on it, and I think we're going to have a safety. So, yeah, penalty 6. So, remember, when the defending team hits the ball over their own end line, like in soccer, everybody, you know how it works, the corner kick, we bring the ball out to the 60. And Toccalino has already hit one. So, this is a great opportunity for the SebiLion team. It looks like Santi's going to go on a walk. Here comes Toccalino. Santi lays it up in there. And watch out, because here comes Aspen Valley. We got a foot race as Roldan is on the move. Nic Roldan with Frederick Mannix. They'll both override. Leo goes to the control play. Tail shot. Stolen away by, it's a clean play here. Not called by the Mount official. Tomacho Pieres looking for the win. He'll override. Turned out by Santi. Tries to get stolen there. And Toccalino will control with 2 minutes left here in this final chucker. Santi on the far side. Aspen Valley. Man, looked like they were going to take it away as Toccalino, rotation by Mannix. Santi still working it down the boards. Now he's going to send Freddie forward, and here comes SebiLion, 3-on-1 as Leo Mandelbaum in front. Leo won twice. Leo, now they take it out again. Freddie with the back shot. Coming back for Leo. That was actually Sebastian Mandelbaum. Inside, outside, give and go. Shot on goal by Mandelbaum. And, oh no, out of bounds again. And the clock ticks down to a minute with a knock-in for Aspen Valley. Both teams have gone cold here in the sixth chucker. Nic's going to hammer one, looking for Colo. He's got Haley going forward, backed up cleanly by Mandelbaum. Turn by Mannix, still looking to get free. Tomacho not giving him any room. And a whistle on the play with 44 seconds. Woo! Yeah, I feel the same way. The fans are like, what? Great defense by both. Hey, defense wins championships now. You know how it works. It's all about the defense, and I can't press it enough, but both teams have had stellar defense here, but we get a blocking call, and they're going to drop this ball at the 60-yard mark. Now, opportunity for SebiLion to put a nail in the coffin. Because if you do the math, they can score here. They'll go to center for the bowl-in. They're going to pass the stick to Fred Mannix. Fred Mannix with an opportunity to win the game here for SebiLion. Freddie with a laser beam. Just wide to the right. We're going to get a quick knock in here by Nic Roldan, and here comes Aspen Valley dodging another bullet. Nic says, I'm going with it. Here comes Roldan on the move. Freddie gets there. Nic wants a foul, whistle on the play. He's going to get a 60 out of this one, and with 20 seconds on the clock, 20.4, we're going to get a penalty 4 in favor of Aspen Valley Polo Club, the shoes on the other foot. Can they convert, though? SebiLion has had 2 opportunities, a penalty 6 and a penalty 4. They couldn't get it done. Now, we will see who's going to do this for Aspen Valley. Now, Nic has already made one. Missed one and made one. I would think it will be Roldan to do the honors. Right-of-way violation is the call. A player falling across the right-of-way after the shot. Good call by the mound official. Nic says, I'm going to take it. I'm going to get his pony cooled down here because he was just going for the run there. Roldan. It looks like Colo's going to tee it up for him. Nic just going to get his pony to chill a little bit. Tomacho and Colo are going to find a nice tee for Nic. And this would end it. If Roldan can hit one here, hasta luego, SebiLion. Just like a free throw in basketball. Boy, we've seen a lot of those this playoff. Here comes Nic with the 60. Good luck, Roldan. Roldan's going to hit one into the pool. Oh, man. And yes, Nic Roldan is going to seal the deal with a fantastic penalty 4 that actually is 60 yards from there. He hit it into the pool at the house back in the back. What a way to end it. Put your hands together, everybody. A fantastic polo game here by both teams. What can you say? Went back and forth and back and forth. But congratulations, Aspen Valley Polo Club, Haley Schaufeld, Meredith Lovegrove, Tomacho Pieres, Matias Colo Gonzalez, and Nic Roldan sealing the deal with the penalty 4 60-yard shot. We want to thank SebiLion with Sebastian Mandelbaum, Leo Mandelbaum, Santi Toccalino, and Fred Mannix. A fantastic polo game. Thank you, Gaston Thorniak. And once again, we will see you guys on Sunday where Newport will look for a repeat against Aspen Valley Polo Club. 3 Graces will go up against SebiLion. I'm Dale Schwetz. I speak for everyone here at CTV Sports when I say thank you for making us the leaders of polo broadcasting. And always remember here at CTV Sports, we love the polo.